Ladies and gentlemen, in the morning of March 3rd, the Provincial People's Committee have a meeting to review the organizations of the Spring Festival of Padang Mountains in 2023 and the festival The Art of Making Vegetarian Dishes in TayNinhTV Province for the first time in 2023. The meeting aimed at evaluating the achieved results and experiences.
Reporting at the meeting, Mr. Trần Thái Nam, Deputy Head of the Management Board of Padang Mountain National Tourist Area, said that the Spring Festival of Padang Mountain was successfully held in accordance with regulations on festival organization and management. In particular, the opening ceremony of the Spring Festival on the fourth day after Lunar New Year attracted nearly 190,000 visitors. Performances in the opening ceremony were carefully edited with special artistic features and also had the participation of Miss Universe Vietnam 2023 Nguyễn Thị Ngọc Châu and the famous TayNinhTV, contributing to creating a great solution for the festival. More than 1,750,000 visitors to Padang Spring Festival, a strong increase compared to other years, showing that this year's Spring Festival has achieved great success. However, the Management Board of Padang Mountain National Tourist Area also acknowledged that this year's Spring Festival also has some aspects that need to be learned. That is the situation of prolonged traffic jam on some peak days, the situation of keeping cars higher than the prescribed price, street vendors outside the tourist area causing unsightly beauty and food safety and hygiene is still far away. Some tourists still litter indiscriminately. Some tourists, when practicing their beliefs, are still heavily superstitious. Leaders of the Department of Culture, Sports and Tourism, leaders of the City People's Committee, and a number of relevant functional sectors discussed and made recommendations and solutions to solve the unresolved aspect of the festival organization and management so that TayNinhTV has more successful festival seasons in the coming time. In the morning of March 3rd, the delegation of provincial leaders led by Mr. Nguyễn Thành Tâm, member of the Party Central Committee, Secretary of the Provincial Party Committee, Chairman of the Provincial People's Council, visited and congratulated officers and soldiers of the Provincial Bodega on the occasion of the 64th anniversary of the traditional day of the Bodega, March 3rd, 1959, March 3rd, 2023, and the 34th anniversary of the People's Bodega Day, March 3rd, 1989, March 3rd, 2023, recognizing and embracing the achievements of the Provincial Bodega Force over the last time. Mr. Nguyễn Thành Tâm emphasized that in the past time, the Provincial Bodega Force has performed well in advising leaders of the Provincial Party Committee and the Provincial People's Committee in their work of protecting border security, national sovereignty, and foreign affairs with Kingdom of Cambodia. He also suggested that in the coming time, the Provincial Party Committee and the Provincial Bodega Command could continue to lead and direct the entire force to promote the good tradition, overcome all difficulties, excellently complete on a side task, firmly protect the border security sovereignty. At the same time, he sent the best wishes to the officers and soldiers of the Provincial Bodega.
Also, in the morning of March 3rd, the military commands of TayNinhTV Province solemnly have a ceremony to receive the third-class Fatherland Defense Medal and celebrate the 77th anniversary of the Provincial Armed Force Traditional Day, March 5th, 1946.
Speaking at the ceremony, Mr. Dương Văn Thắng, Vice Chairman of the Provincial People's Committee, recognized, praised, and congratulated the outstanding achievements and feats that TayNinhTV Provincial Armed Forces have achieved over the past 77 years. At the same time, it is requested that the Provincial Armed Forces are determined to better perform their function as an advisor to the party committees and local authorities on military and national defense work, maintaining political security, social order and safety, especially education on tradition, national defense and security, ensure to bring into play the synergy of the entire people and the whole political system to gradually increase the potential of the defense and security posture in the locality. On this occasion, under the authorization of the state president, Major General Võ Văn Thi, Deputy Commander of Military Region 7, presented the third-class Fatherland Defense Medal to Tenant Provincial Portugal Command.
The audience at the meeting to summarize the organizations of the festival organized by the Provincial People's Committee. The Provincial Departments of Culture, Sport and Tourism assessed that the first festival, the Arts of Processing Vegetarian Dishes in the province in 2023, got an unexpected success.
55 units, 70 stores, more than 200 vegetarian dishes, 144 local specialty products participated in the festival, creating a special and diverse festival. It was estimated that over 20,000 visitors participated in the festival. The stores serve from 70,000 to 84,000 vegetarian meals per day, but still have not met the demand. The festival attracted a large number of domestic and foreign tourists, including international tourists. The explosion in visitor numbers far exceeded the expectations of the festival organizers. The success of the festival has contributed to strongly promoting the culture, people, and tourism of the province. However, because this is the first time the festival is held, there have been many problems compared to the original plan, thus leading to pauses in the implementation. Summarizing the organization of the festival taking place in the morning of March 3rd, Chairman of the Provincial People's Committee Nguyễn Thanh Ngọc has analyzed and directed closely on the organization of the festival so that in the next festival season, TayNinhTV continues to be a safe and attractive destination for tourists. Mr. Nguyễn Thanh Ngọc acknowledged and appreciated the achieved result and affirmed that, under some backlog, the Spring Festival of Ballet Motion in the Year of Rabbit in 2023 and the Art of Vegetarian Food Processing Festival in the province has unexpectedly succeeded, effectively promoting the cultural identity of the people. The organization units have overcome the difficulties to complete the task with the highest responsibility. Despite the sudden increase in the number of tourists, the security and other situation has been ensured. The festival arts performing program is appreciated for its render, attractiveness, and high artistic character. The information about TayNinhTV Festival and tourism have been ever received such attention and positive reviews in the media. In particular, TayNinhTV radio and television station has actively reported and promoted festival of the province with a dense frequency. Regarding a number of newly arising issues, Mr. Nguyễn Thanh Ngọc directed the functional agencies that need to be rectified and strictly managed to ensure safety and order for tourists. In addition, he also directed the functional units to research and diversify art performance activities at the festival, add more accommodation options for tourists to stay overnight as attending the Spring Festival. Localities and departments need to perform their duties well so that TayNinhTV Festival continue to be a safe and attractive destination for tourists everywhere. In order to ensure traffic safety and effectively operate and exploit lanes, especially at intersections with traffic lights or complicated traffic directions, functional units have been carrying out lane, arrange the position to stop and wait when the light is red, through painted lights on the road. Accordingly, this work will be done by the units managing those routes according to the decentralization. Currently, the survey and implementation of lane division, arrangement of painted lights on the road to ensure safety for traffic participants have drivers move more easily and scientifically. Up to now, the arrangement of lanes and painted lights have been done at some intersections on April 30 Road and other key intersections in the province. In the coming time, this work will continue to be surveyed and replicated at almost all eligible intersections.
Ladies and gentlemen, when choosing annual masters as the On People's Portugal Day, the councils of ministers or the governments of the Socialist Republics of Vietnam clearly specifies contents and requirements of Border Guard Day, in which raising the sense of vigilance and responsibilities of the people, ethnic groups at the borders is a top priority. Then strengthening the solidarities and cooperations between border guards, the force and the peoples is placed on the second most important.
TayNinh has an important strategic position in terms of national defense and security, with a border of about 240 kilometers long, bordering with provinces of the Kingdom of Cambodia. With such a long border, the help and support of the people has made an important contribution to helping TayNinh border guards complete their task well. Movements are also well maintained by the provincial border guards, especially in the fight against crime. In 2022, according to the news informed by the masters to the provincial border guard, with about 1,427 news that they have handled 277 cases and 166 subjects. Many dangerous crimes, many big cases were handled by the border guards. In order to raise the sense of responsibilities and vigilance of the people in the border areas, the border guards have lived together with them, propagandized in many forms so that each citizen is also a soldier on the front to protect the border. Regarding border security in general, I'm a citizen involved with veterans. I cooperate with communes and local border stations. If there is any suspect, I report it to the authorities at all levels for handling. This year, in order to create a new beliefs and atmosphere, the Armed People's Border Guard Day was held in border communes in the province with two main parts, ceremony and festival. In addition to creating a cheerful and exhilarating atmosphere, a series of meaningful activities were also organized, such as rewarding and encouraging groups and individuals for free medical examination and medicine distribution, and building 5 great solidarity houses. Hundreds of gifts were sent by branches and levels to border people in difficulties. Up to now in the province, 20 border communes have basically achieved new countryside. This is the basic factor we take care of in terms of facilities, about tomorrow for people in border areas to ensure peace of mind in production development as well as border protection. The coordination to fight and help each other between the border guards and the people, between the border forces and other forces in TayNinh province, has been effectively implemented under the direction of the government and appreciated by the Border Guard Command. In TayNinh area, TayNinh border guards have cooperated well with forces to launch a movement of armed people to participate in denouncing crimes, illegal entry and excess before, during and after the epidemic period. The cooperation of the people has brought great efficiency in arresting and preventing criminals in the border area of TayNinh province in 2022, and this will become a source of encouragement for the crime prevention force, left with the people and trusted by the people, providing sources of information to serve as a basis for establishing timely campaign plans to prevent illegal activities on the border areas. Those results are not only obtained once a day, but a process of border guards and border people staking, understanding, and sharing with each other towards the common goal of defending territorial sovereignty, national border security. That belief is built on a solid basis from practice, from measurable results seen on People's Border Guard Day was launched. But above all, it is patriotism, love for the motherland, wishing for peace from the border to the inland, together building a province that is economically stable, strong in defense and security, and has breakthrough development in the coming time.
That's all for TTV News today. Thanks for joining with us and see you next time.